Facebook Friends Part 2. I would say there were about 400 in my group of new Facebook friends. They all came from Texas, and most of them from Austin. None of them had any friends, or one or two older men, no interests, no place of birth, zilch. Most had a birth date in the 90s. Only about a dozen of these females, if that is what they were, complied with my request. Most ignored it and asked whether I was married, had kids, made good money, owned my own house, etc. When I say most, I mean 395 out of 400. I started to wonder about these people after about 10 of them asked me to send them an iTunes card. So, I started asking for selfies taken there and then, in an attempt to check that they were actually women. About half sent me photos that could have been copied from anywhere. I assumed that they were old women or even men. When I questioned them further, some got angry, some sent me nude photos, again could have been copied from any porn site, and some, probably 100, said the camera on their smartphone was broken. About 100 sent me probably genuine selfies, some rude, and offered to come and live with me because they had fallen for me. Further conversation revealed that nearly all the women were currently in sub-Saharan Africa attending their sick mother, but would be returning to Austin soon. This is an industry, really. A large industry. Nearly all those people were African, but there were other groups of Asians and South Americans. Mostly on the make. Many young women in the last two groups offered private, live sex shows for payment, but I never asked how much. $5.10 would be my guess. I did see a few free samples and they did seem live, as opposed to pre-recorded. I met about a dozen men who asked me to help them get funds out of their country by giving them my bank details, but they stood no chance. Finally, I met two women, one in Mexico and one in Ghana, who were brilliant. They both offered to help me, in non-sexual ways, and I think that we will be friends for a long time. So, that was my experience, 2 friends out of the new 1500. However, I learned to take precautions with my Facebook account's permissions, after one angry person started posting on my timeline in an obnoxious manner because I wouldn't buy her an iTunes card, and I felt really sorry for a girl who was, genuinely, worried about her mother's health. She wanted $200 to set up a fruit stall, but I didn't send it. Please like and share this article using the buttons below and visit our bookshop. All the best. Owen. Podcast, Facebook Friends 2. MeganTheMisconception.com